Hello and welcome to the Habit Coach podcast. I am Ashton Doctor, your habit coach, and today with us in the hot seat we have Harshita. Harshita says, "Hi, this is Harshita. Currently, I'm pursuing my second year college, and although I'm not a social media freak or addict, I find myself seeking for validation. I often think about what others would think about me after seeing my stories. I evaluate my stories based on the reactions I receive from others. I'm unable to quit social media too because of that fear of missing out. Looking at successful people's posts, I find myself languishing. In addition, I also feel guilty about spending time on social media. It is an endless cycle of uninstalling the app." All right. Now, Harshita, the good news is that you're in the same boat with millions and billions and not trillions, but billions of us, because the whole social media world is built to make you feel like you're missing out something. The whole social media world is made to believe that you have to compare yourself with everyone else, that you must be in that state of constantly bettering the other person, being at least as good as the other person, if not more than the other person. And this is such an evil world that has been created for us. You see, the whole idea of getting better or growth is beautiful. But as soon as we compare our growth, our getting better with somebody else, we completely lose the point. And that is what social media does. You see, it is triggered and created to make you want to see what else is happening. Right now, when you scroll on Instagram, there are only 3-4 different kinds of things that you see. There are people shouting at you and telling you how you are not living your best life and what you need to be doing. And by doing that, they're making you feel negative about your life. The second is that there are people showing you a fantastic travel holiday, home, cars, and that's making you feel, again, less than. Then what is the other stuff on social media? People trying to sell you things. So you understand that as soon as you plug into social media, it is nothing but a big marketing machine. In fact, I remember reading this about television years ago. Somebody said, if you think that television was created for your entertainment, you're wrong. Television was created to sell you things. Now, social media, your phone, that little TV in your pocket, is exactly that. It is made to sell you things. Sell you how bad you are. Sell you how you're not worthy. Sell you how you need to do this to take your life to that next level. Now, the fear of missing out, unfortunately, is an ingrained part of our human psyche that these companies have been able to pull out. Now, the problem is that most of our lives have slowly moved to social media. We spend so much of our time in this virtual world that we spend very little time in the real one. You can obviously do things by uninstalling, uninstalling, but that is temporary as a solution. I know so many people who permanently closed their accounts, deleted their user ID, everything. But the point is that you don't necessarily need to live in that harsh reality. The way that I would do it is, if you're spending too much time on social media, I would first spend and use one of those time tracking apps. The apps automatically shut off your phone after, say, half an hour of scrolling. That's one. But the second is dealing with this fear of missing out. And the way that I do this is whenever I see something that I immediately feel, that little feeling of jealous of, that little feeling of, why can't I do that? I stop. I take a break. I look back and I say, wow, it's fantastic that this person can do it. All right. I change the narrative. I feel good about that person being able to do this. And if there is something that I really want to do, I always say I can't do it yet, but I will soon. And in that way, it doesn't make me burn inside. It makes me believe that everything is possible. Now, when you believe everything is possible, you're not constantly chasing after somebody else's goals, but you're chasing after your own. And I think that is the second or the last part to this conversation. Having a clear picture of what you want your life to be without being influenced by others. There was a time when my life was all about fancy cars, yachts, private jets. Those are the things that I really wanted. Now, when I look at them, I'm like, okay, they're pretty, they're beautiful, but it's not something that I want currently in my life. The things that I want are far different from this. So as a result, my goals have changed. And when your goals change, you'll start noticing that not everything is bringing out that fear of missing out in you. Finally, when you said that when I put up my stories, I'm constantly seeking validation, wondering what my friends are thinking about me, that's great. Wonder what your friends are thinking about you. but don't change who you are for them. You see, the most attractive thing in a person is their authenticity. The most attractive thing in a person is who they truly are inside. And if you're not showing who you truly are inside, no matter what you put outside, it's never going to be pretty. So the way that I would think about it is relook at your stories, see if you're showing your authentic self, and then enjoy whatever people say about you. Because you can never control what people say about you. That's going to be impossible. You have to enjoy what you do and then see where the chips fall. All right. Now, Harshita, I hope this makes sense to you. Get over this feeling of missing out. It is not something that you truly are missing out on because all of us are on different journeys. All right. So you are enjoying the current journey that you are on. If you're constantly living in the future, you're never enjoying who you are now. If you want to be featured on the next Hot Seat episode, click on the link below. Send me a nice juicy question and I'm going to answer it on the next Hot Seat episode. I'm Ashton Doctor, your habit coach. And remember, awesome lives start with awesome habits. Now, if you like this podcast, don't forget to check out other interesting podcasts on the IVM network. You can listen to us on the IVM Podcast app or ivmpodcast.com. You can also follow us on social media. We are at IVM Podcasts on Twitter and Instagram. If you want to reach out to me, I am at Ashton Doc on Twitter and Instagram. We have a brand new habit coaching online course, quizzes, videos, and a lot more on the website awesome180.com. So check it out now.